Hi there, it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts, and I'm here with a response to a video I was tagged in by the lovely Andrea, the Cumbrian Crafter. So this is the Tag Your It challenge, which I believe was started by Free Spirit Arts. I will link Andrea and the Free Spirit Arts channels in my video description. And the idea of this challenge is to help channels, smaller channels who have under 400 subscribers to grow. So the idea is that you are asked to make a project using an element of the project which the person before you used. Oh, I think I'm explaining this terribly. Basically, Andrea made a really fabulous project using envelopes, and so I am going to have a go at using some envelopes, or an envelope actually. I hope that makes some sense. Now, I have selected 3 crafters to tag, who these 3 people all are really supportive of my channel, and they have smaller channels too, and I haven't had a chance to get in contact with everybody beforehand to ask them if they would like to participate. So if it's not possible, then no pressure at all to participate. It's just I thought it would be nice for your channels, and I wanted to point a few people in your direction. So if you want to join in, that's brilliant, and if you don't, that's absolutely fine too. So the 3 channels which I would like to tag in this challenge are Trisha from Honeywell Crafts. I would also like to challenge Crafty C's channel, and Pretty Bee 30. So those are the 3, and I will mention them again at the end, and I will tag them in my video description too. So I decided to try and do something with a window envelope. So I actually don't get that many window envelopes through the door. I think because I get a lot of my bills and bank statements and everything are all online now. So, but this is one that I got, and I actually have 2 of them because my husband and I both did our voting for the recent council elections here. We both did it with a postal ballot, so our voting papers came in these envelopes. So this is one that I've not touched yet, and then I've started having a bit of a play with this because I wasn't very confident that I would do it right, and I still might not do it right. So I'll show you what I've started with. So first of all, I wanted to make a little pocket that I could pop into Happy Mail, or I could put it in a journal, or you know, you get the idea. So first of all, I folded, it's not quite in half, because if you fold the envelope in half, then you lose the edge of this window. So I folded it over so that this window is kind of not even very central, but you know what I mean. And then I cut off the top so that, because it's a bit raggedy, and then I have just trimmed this side down so that it's in line with the back. Now I'm going to cover it with some papers, and as I think I've mentioned, I've been trying to sort out a lot of my craft room. So I found a whole load of papers that I've had forever, and this was a big sheet. This is it, that I've had for years. I think when Dawn Bibby used to be on QVC selling craft stuff, I think this was in a box that came with some stickers and stamps, and you know, it was a whole kind of kit of different things, and I really like it, but I've never used it, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna cut into that. So you'll see what I did was I basically drew round it. Now this has still got the This is before I trimmed off this edge so that it lined up here, but that's okay. I can easily trim that down too. I've left a bit longer here because I want to cover down there, so that I want there to be a pocket here, and then I'm going to cut that top so there's a pocket there. And then in order to create a space where I can cut out the window, I basically, I'm sure there are many ways to do this better than I'm doing it, but I lined up a ruler and drew along and then I did the same here, and then I took a bit here, sort of I suppose I could open it along the bottom, but I didn't want to. I sort of drew over the back in pencil, which won't be in the line of vision, but just to create a mark at the four corners, and then I just rubbed the pencil over it so that the mark would be visible, and then I've drawn it like that. Now I am going to cut it inside this line so that it doesn't matter how precise I've been. So my window on the pattern paper will be slightly smaller than the window in reality. So I'm going to just do that. Like so. So I'm just going to cut. I'm sure I looked at various well, I did what I always do when I'm stuck, because I was thinking, oh, what am I going to do? I didn't want to just do the exact same thing that Andrea had done, so I kind of had a wee look on Pinterest, as you do, and I saw various people doing videos about what they were making out of these envelopes, and so I kind of took what people were doing and tweaked it my own way. So like so. So now I'm going to, first of all, I think what I'm going to do is stick this onto here. So what I think I'll do is put some glue all over this bit and hope that that works. I'm sure people will be watching it and thinking, oh, that's crazy, what is she doing it like that for? So if you have like a much better technique for doing this, then please give me a shout and tell me what you do, because that would be amazing. Now see, it's already not lined up. Oh, I'm annoying myself. Does anybody else annoy themselves? There we go, that's better. Oh, yes. Okay. So I've got it like that there. Now I'll just check everything. Yep. Sorry about that. That's called sunlight. We don't get it very often in Scotland, so I can't possibly bring myself to close the blind. So now the next bit, I want to stick this bit down, and then I'm just going to chop the top, but just to cover up the back bit here. I don't want to see that ugly bit of writing. Hey Dars! I've got some fluffy supervisors as ever. And I seem to have made that a bit squint, so I'll just trim that. So now, I've seen people and they put something inside to cover that, but I quite like that sort of pattern, but I might just put a wee bit of something, a bit of trim or whatever, just to cover it a bit. So I've got a box here of just bits and pieces from stuff people have posted to me, or little bits left over from projects. You know, the score. Us crafters, you always end up with 101 wee bits and pieces that are left over. What is this now? I think what I'll try and do is, I've got a bit of music paper here. I might just... No, I don't think I want anything in there actually. I've changed my mind. Do I want that across there? Maybe. So I'm going to cut across the top. I know what I'm doing with that. So that has now created this, hopefully, this pocket in here. And what I would just like to do is get a wee notch in the middle there. So let me just fold that, and then there, and then with a little circle punch there we go. So we've got that. Now, do I want to glue this bit up? Yes, I think I do. And I'm going to do that with a little bit of double-sided tape, just so that it isn't kind of going to leak everywhere like wet glue would. Like so. So there, I've got this pocket, and then let's see if that's the same there. And I'll just put a wee bit there. Now, I want to have a pocket here, so I'm going to put some double-sided tape, oops, flat along the bottom, like so. And then I'm also going to do it down this side here. that. And then a wee bit down here just to make this so we've got a double pocket at the front. And when you put something in that wee pocket there, it's going to have a little sort of peekaboo element because of the little window. So there we go. And then here and here, and then I'll just trim it there. So that is the basic of the pocket with the envelope. So you can see you can put something in this bit, in here, and in there. So I don't know if I've got any. Yeah, so like I could stick that little photo in there so it's visible, or I could put it in behind and then it's invisible. Okay, and then I would decorate it up. Now I don't want to I'm so bad when it comes to these things, faffing about. So I had a little bit of a trial run. Now this was a different kind of envelope. As you know, I'm a crazy cat lady. So as well as having lots of cats in my house, I also sponsor a cat through the, what is it even called? The cat rescue people. Can't remember. So this was an envelope which came inside my other envelope, and it had this big window on it. So I thought that would be quite nice, and it had this different pattern. And it's even got a bit of like a sort of postmarky thing, although it wasn't through the post. If you can see that there. It's got a bit of a orangey sort of like watermark on the plastic, which I quite liked. So for this one, I did the same thing basically to measure out where to put my my hole in my patterned paper, and I covered it all up. It's just a single pocket, but I did that little tuck on the top. I added a little strip of the music paper, and I think this came on my recent Happy Mail from Sherry. These were things that I had in my stash, and the little bugs came from, I think, Kim Kelly, and this flower was on an envelope. It's like a sticker. I think it was it might have been Sherry, or it might have been Maggie from New Zealand. Can't remember, but I'd fussy cuss it out and I just popped that on with a little Tim Holtz words there. So that is what you could do with this one, is just decorate it up. After that you could pop a bit of lace on, or some flowers, some stickers, lots of different things to make it a bit more decorated. So I hope that was interesting to see. And as I say, I would like to tag Honeywell Crafts, Crafty Seas and Pretty Bee 30, and if you're not able to join in or you just don't fancy it, then absolutely no pressure at all, it's fine. I just thought I would pop your channel, give your channels a wee shout out. All three have really fab crafty channels, and if you haven't checked them out already, then please hop over and give them a watch and a like and a comment and a wee subscribe, and show them some crafty YouTube love. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye now.